and welcome to a Let's Briefly Play. Why a Let's Briefly Play? Because I have no intention of LBing it. This is kind of like I thought, you know what, it's April, why not? I have no idea how this is gonna work yet. I haven't played this game in I don't know how long. Because I remember I played this game like a couple years back when it first came out, but I don't really remember much about it really. Oh, maybe it was just Diamond and Pearl. I'm not even sure if I played the Diamond actually. I don't know, I just kind of like lost interest in the main Pokemon games really, because the story is just, you know, it's not all that interesting in the goal. The game's the same every time. It's just like, there's not enough to actually keep me interested in the series as a whole. I haven't got anything to say right here. Why are we even watching the intro here anyway? It doesn't matter. Alright, let's get into it then. You know, the one that really like, kind of like, made it so like, I can't be asked for these Pokemon games anymore. Like, not like as a whole, but like the main part of it, you know, the main series of it. The main reason for that was, it's just like, they keep adding more and more Pokemon to the point where it's just like, complete the national Pokédex. Like, no, fuck you. Once you made the switch over to DS, I said fuck it, basically. Because I was like, trying to like get Leaf Green and Fire Red to freaking complete the national Dex on that. I got fairly close to doing that. I mean, if I like bought the sequel to Pokemon Colosseum, I would have been able to get Lugia as well. So the only Pokemon well, there'd probably be quite a few Johto Pokemon I wouldn't be able to get, but the only other Pokemon I can think of that I wouldn't be able to get were Mew, Celebi, and Deoxys. Those were, like, I think the only legendary Pokemon that I was unable to get. Because of those stupid fucking event bullshit. I hate that. But once they made the switch over to DS, it's just like, how about you trade all those fucking Pokemon to the DS instead and try to complete the national? No! I fucking say no to that. It's bullshit. I can't be asked trying to complete a fucking Pokedex by freaking having to use these event shits. It was like, fuck that. And then, like, it got, like, good reviews and all that, but I bought Pokemon Soul Silver, like, a few years back. I was just like, let's see, I like the Johto region Pokemon, but I just found it really boring. I don't know, maybe it's, like, a combination of the DS graphics. I just couldn't really get into it with the DS graphics, and the plot didn't really interest me that much, and the fact that it's the same fucking thing with the goals, like freaking gym battles, Pokemon League, but in this one you get like 2 different freaking regions for it, but I never got to the second region because of one simple thing. Wherever it was that as you fucking get the freaking rematches with fucking other trainers, they'd never challenge me to a rematch no matter how much time passed. They'd always just phone up and just be like, oh, my Pokemon's awesome. I'd just be like, yeah. Freaking challenge me a rematch. I need level grinding, you piece of shit. So I basically gave up on it right at the Pokemon League because of that. And that was the last time I played any in the main series, because I was just like, oh, I can't be arsed. It's too damn tedious and doesn't feel like it really accomplishes anything. Well, anyway, hello there, it's so very nice to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Ron. However, everyone just calls me the Pokemon Professor. Before I go any further, is there your first adventure? No, if you need advice, I'm certainly capable of giving it. We don't need any information, we are independent now. This world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. Oh, I mean, here I have a Pokemon. touch the button in the middle of the Pokemon, if you please. No, not that button. The button on the Pokemon. Santa, you have to do the honors again. We humans live alongside Pokemon as friends. At times we play together, and at other times we work together and stuff. Some people use their Pokemon to battle and develop closer bonds with them. He says some, but it seems the majority of people use them for battling. You know, and if this was like in reality, you'd probably like get all kinds of animal cruelty bullshit because of it, probably, wouldn't they? What do? I conduct research so that we may learn more about Pokemon. Now, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? Are you a boy or are you a girl? It seems kind of weird when you ask that. I mean, I know it's like, I get it, okay? Just like so you can choose your gender and all that in the game, but at the same time, it's like, when you really think about it, he's looking right at you, right? Oh, and it's just like, you can't tell what gender you are. What the fuck is with this guy? Alright, so you're a boy. Last time I checked, tell me what is your name? As you go with, where's the freaking... still freaking hard to spot anything here. There we go. It's so tiny, the screen, man. I'll just go with Your name is Mike. Okay, so you're Mike. A fine name that is. Now this boy here, I believe he's your friend. What might his name be? He has ridiculous hair. Harry? Nolan Roy Gavin. Let's go with Barry. Yes, your name will be Barry. Barry is it? That's your friend's name. Alright, Mike, the time has come. Your very own tale of grand adventure is about to unfold. On your journey you will meet countless Pokemon and people. I'm sure that along the way you will discover many things, perhaps even something about yourself. Now go on, leap into the world of Pokemon. For the billionth time.
My side of it, blah 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 blah. What?
Whatever. That concludes our special program. Let's Ask Professor Rowan. Brought to you by Jubilee, if whatever TV or nationwide net. So hard to frickin' read the frickin' thing here. And for those that are like those people that are just like, hey, why are you reading it for? Fuck you. It's better than just like, you know, freaking distracting from everything by just talking about random shit, which I tend to do anyway, but that's besides the point. There you are. Hey Mike, did you just see the TV? Sure you did. Professor Rowan's that really important guy who studies Pokemon, right? That means he must have lots and lots of Pokemon. So if we ask him, I bet he'd give us some Pokemon. Oh hey, is this a new PC? Where was I? Oh right, we're going to go see Professor Rowan and get some Pokemon. I'll be waiting outside. Hey Mikey, if you're late, I'm finding you 10 million Pokemon. What a dick. The fuck is up with his bed? Yeah, I guess the DS, I guess it's because like I was so used to the Game Boy Advance graphics that the DS graphics look kind of odd to me at first, I gotta admit. It just seems so different, yet at the same time the game's like goal is always the same, and that's like the big put off for me, really. It's just like, because it's always the same thing at the end of the day, it just kind of gets too repetitive for me. Mike, Larry already left. I don't know what it was about, but he sure was in a hurry. Now piss off and go do whatever. Oh yes, Mike. Don't go into the tall grass. Wild Pokemon might attack you. It would be okay if you had your own Pokemon, but you don't, so... Well, take care, sweetie. So what the fuck would anyone do in their free time if they didn't have a Pokemon? They can't go anywhere, because Pokemon at the same time are kind of dicks. Technology just blows me away. I mean, now you can play with people around the world, wirelessly. But I never do that, because it's not my thing, really. Online stuff, regardless, I just can't be asked. I'd rather, like, face someone that I actually know. It's true that wild Pokemon do attack people sometimes. The Pokemon also open their hearts to you, so you can become friends. You know, in a way, it just feels like they're basically just wild animals, right? So it's like, some of it would be the equivalent of, like, say you just go up to a freaking lion and then release one of your Pokemon and just like, okay, we'll fight a lion. And if you didn't have the freaking Pokeball, then the lion would come. You'd be like, oh shit. Hiya, Mike. Barry was looking for you. I think he's home now. Why don't you go check it out? What? Man, this game's so slow. Bud! What was that about? Oh, hey, Mike. Hey, I'm going to see Professor Rowan. You should come too, and quickly. Oh, jeez, forgot something. Take your time now, we got all the time in the world. Oh, hi, Mike. Are you looking for Barry? He was gone for a second, but then he came running right back home. He just can't sit still, that boy. I wonder who he takes after. Maybe he has, what was there, 80-something. I'd better take my bag and journal, too. Oh, hey, Mike. I'll be waiting on the road. It's a 10 million $1 fine if you were late. Can I steal something from your PC? Adventure roll number 1, the X button opens the menu. There's nothing else on here. Well, at least you said that, because I'd forgotten what button it was, to be honest. Wasn't it a start button in the original ones? It's just me or some of, like, the things look glitchy every time we move. Like, incredibly glitchy. Yeah. Yeah, that's just my house, okay. Oh yeah, because I can't remember, actually. Before we were playing Soul Silver for a second there, I was just like, wait, is this the one where it's like in a different town? I can't even remember. Too slow. It was only a few seconds. Alright, let's get moving to Professor Rowan's lab. What? Don't go into the grass, right? No worries, no problem. It doesn't matter that we don't have any Pokemon. Trust me on this one. I've got an idea. So, how the fuck would they get around if they didn't have Pokemon? And at some point they wouldn't have had Pokemon, so who the hell was the first person to get a Pokemon? Because they'd have to freaking basically just charge at a Pokemon and be like, I'm gonna catch you! Now listen, you know the wild Pokemon jump out when you go into the tall grass. So what you do is, you scoot over to the next patch of grass before any wild Pokemon can appear. If we just keep dashing, we can get to Anjim Town without running into wild Pokemon. That's kind of unlikely. Okay, stick with me. Okay, here goes. On your marks. It doesn't matter how freaking... Hold it! It doesn't matter how fast you are, man. You will always run into Pokemon that way. You two don't seem to have any Pokemon between you. Then what is the meaning of going into the tall grass?
Hey, Mike, this old guy. Professor Rowan, isn't it? What's he doing here?
They tried to go into the tall grass because they wanted Pokemon. Their world would surely change if they were to meet Pokemon. Then they could actually leave their freaking hometown and actually do something. Is it right for me to put them on that path? You two, you truly love Pokemon, do you?
Me too, I love Pokemon too.
I will ask you once again. You two, you truly love Pokemon, do you?
What? You can ask 100 times. The answer will never change. We'll both answer 100 times we love Pokemon. Right, Mike?
A pair of reckless kids who foolishly tried to enter tall grass without Pokemon of their own. Oh my god, that's absolutely unheard of. It worries me what people like that will do with Pokemon.
Well,
Well then, forget about me. Give a book quick. Sorry, I thought it was Ronan.
well, then forget about me and just give a Pokemon to my friend here. I mean, it was me who tried to go into the tall grass and, well,
How big of you. Very well then. I will entrust you two with Pokemon. I apologize for putting you through that exercise. However, you must promise me that you will never recklessly endanger yourself again. Now, where?
Professor Rowan, you left your briefcase at the lake. Oh, something wrong here.
Ah, there it is. What nice spot. What I was about to do was to entrust these two with their own Pokemon.
Pardon? Those Pokemon are hard to replace. Are you sure about giving them away?
We exist side by side with Pokemon. There comes a time when people should meet Pokemon. There is a world that should be explored together. For them, today is that time, the place right here. Go on, open the briefcase and choose a Pokemon.
Really? Professor Rowan? I can't believe it. I'm so happy now that I can't keep a straight face. Hey, Mike, you can choose first. Hey, I'm practically a grown-up. I have to show some class here.
See what we got here. Look, there are Pokeballs. There's a Pokemon in each one. Now choose which Pokemon will be. I'm gonna go with Piplup. Because that's what I did originally when I played this game for the first time.
And I choose you. I'm picking the Turtwig.
Of course. It's like I'm gonna take the one that's always gonna be the type advantage over your one. Very well, both of you have chosen a good Pokemon, it seems. Because Chimchar sucks, apparently. Now listen well. The Pokemon you have been entrusted with are unfamiliar with the world. In that regard, they're much like you. No, technically, while this isn't an LP, basically, this at least makes it so it's like within the Pokemon games I played, I've now chosen every type of the main three starters, you know. I mean, I chose a Bulbasaur in the Fire Red LP. I chose well, didn't really choose. It's just got a Charmander in Mist Dungeon and got Chimchar in the sequel, and now I'm just gonna go with the Piplup. But this isn't a playthrough, so I don't think if it counts. You know? In that regard, they're much like you. As fellow newcomers to the world, I hope you'll do well together. If you have any trouble, come see me at my lab in Sanyam Town, and now we'll be on our merry old way with our happiness voice acting.
Professor, wait for me, please. Sorry, please let me pass.
Whatever.
How do you like that? Professor Rowan's really nice. On TV, he seems so stern and scary. Hey, Mike, we've both got Pokemon now. There's only one thing to do, right? Are you up for this? I've always wanted to say this. This time has finally come. Mike, I challenge you to a battle. And it'll probably be the... What the fuck was that? That was a weird pose. You will not defeat Piplup. Pound his ass. I'm faster than you, so I therefore have the advantage. Oh no! What in the... That one hurt you. Take this. He's gonna use withdraw, isn't he? God damn it. You're only delaying the inevitable, Barry. Down him. He's gonna keep doing that until he's like maxed out on the defense, so that my attacks won't do jack. Keep pounding away. It's the only thing we can do. Ow. No way we can keep going. This is where we hit our stride. Pound him, pound him. We can still do this. Right? I think I've officially lost this battle. No way unless I get a critical hit. Doesn't look likely that I'll win this. Oh well, we never know though. It's still possible. Just I'm nearly dead. Okay, it was like right the last second. Yay! Ooh, it's you. What are you saying? We ended up losing? Thank you for the money. Phew, let's go home. I'm beat after that battle. My Pokemon needs rest too. See ya, Mike. That feels such a dick move in a way, isn't it? Just playing for this here and the whole thing that this is going to be the only part in this entire game that I'm going to like LP because, like I said, it's an April Fool's thing. Like I said, the only Pokemon games left that I've like got in mind for LP is the upcoming Pokemon Coliseum LP and Pokemon Emerald. After that, I don't really have any real like intention of LPing any other Pokemon game unless one actually manages to like spark my interest, you know. But that's kind of unlikely, I'm afraid. What's the matter, dear? Well, that's what happened to you. You and Barry are lucky to have met Professor Rowan. Imagine if you didn't. I wouldn't like to think what the wild Pokemon might have done to you, too. This frickin' dialogue goes by slow. Might go see Professor Rowan and thank him properly for your Pokemon. His lab in Sanjam Town, isn't it? Now that you have your own Pokemon, the tall grass won't be so threatening. What about when the Pokemon gets knocked out? Then you gotta run the hell to a Pokemon Center. Oh, I know, Mike, but please don't. I've received a pair of running shoes. You can get them a lot earlier than in the freaking other one. Remember, Sanjam Town is like an adventure in itself, right? With these running shoes, you can get to faraway places much faster. Okay, let me read the instructions. Press the B button, yes, it's pretty damn obvious. It's always the same. Put on the running shoes and blaze new trails of adventure. Well, isn't that just nifty? Well, isn't that just... It's just like... just like throw in the parent and they like make nothing of it. Except in the Hoenn region one, they did something different there, but other than that, it's just like, you just get one parent, always one parent, and it's just like, they're just kind of okay with their freaking child going around the world fighting Pokemon, fighting evil organizations. They're okay with that. Logic! Well, anyways, I'm afraid that's all I'll be playing of this game, most likely. Because I have no intention of helping this one. It is like proper April Fools here. Once it like, it's just like, let's actually do something for April Fools this time. It's like, okay, let's briefly play a game that I have no intention of actually helping and probably would annoy some of you viewers by that. I know, I apologize. But I felt that I have to freaking do something for a change for this. And I thought, why not? Why not? Besides, it shows that I'm starting to feel more in the game again. You know, because I was pretty much just like, oh no, after that stupid freaking incident. Now I'm just like, who gives a shit? Play games, make videos, upload them. If someone's got something bad to say, just ignore them, block them, and say fuck off. Without actually having to say it to them. Don't acknowledge them, basically. Well, anyways, that's all for that. So, April Fools.